Lenihan for Boxing Social in association with William Hill and Empire Fight Store. Delighted as always to be joined by Josh Warrington. We can confirm yourself, Leigh Wood, the fight is on in Sheffield. Delighted to finally have this over the line so that you can, crack on, get your head down. I know you've been in the gym anyway, but a goal to focus on.
It's a goal to focus on, and it's been a long old year. Kind of like sat around. Well, I say sat around. That sounds like I've just been lazy, doesn't it? Since I sat on the sideline, I've been in the gym, a few weeks after I lost to Lopez. You want to jump straight back on the horse, and obviously I've done many interviews this year with what's happened with the previous fights, Lara, etc. But we have got this Leigh Wood deal over the line, and I didn't want to wait this long, but it's just how it's failed, and now I've got something to sink my teeth in and really focus on and get the countdown on to getting back on top.
Well, look, it'd be an opportunity for you to become 3-time world champion. I know the way these belts have sort of come and left you have been a bit of a strange path in terms of you vacating, getting it, and then obviously losing it, getting it back, and losing it again. Now you get a chance for Leigh Wood's belt. How excited and motivated are you now to jump back in the ring? And you've got that sort of carrot now. It's not a mandatory defence against a random fighter coming over who you might not have that same fire for. This is big time.
It's big time. It's big time, and big domestic fight. I think Leigh has done well over the last few years. He's done what he's had to do in terms of beat the opponents who've been in front of him. With that being said, kind of got these opportunities because of me losing to Lara the first time. And obviously I kind of made Lara into a bit of a superstar by having that loss as well at the same time. So getting knocked out.
Fly's having a good
one. He's having a right old go, stink. But yeah, he's like I said, Leigh's probably prior to lockdown, probably thought his career were more or less over. Obviously he had a good win behind lockdown against my gym mate, Reece Mould, and obviously it's to come from there. So you can't fault him for that, but. Yeah, I think there's still a bit of a level between us, and I'll certainly show that on October 7th.
Well, look, Leeds, Nottingham come together. There's going to be a raucous atmosphere. It's going to be right up your street. I know Leeds experienced them big nights as well. We've talked about previously. How much does that excite you to have another huge night? You've done it so many times before. It is a bit of an away day for you. You've done the Leeds Arena so many times now, and all the other things like Ellen Road, Headingley, but to get that sort of little bit of an away day, it's not very far to go for you, but it'll feel like that, won't it? That partisan atmosphere, which only your fans and certain other fighters' fans that can create.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as we leave the LS postcode, it does feel like an away day, certainly for a lot of them who support me. But yeah, my support is a cult. They're very, very loyal. They're not just there to say, "Oh, we've just been to a Josh Warrington fight." In the past have been called casuals, but they're fucking far from that because they have supported me through thick and thin. And those who turn up on October 7th will take over Sheffield. It will be a crazy atmosphere. But like I say, they want to just see me get my career back on track. They want to see me become world champion again, and then keep the dream alive of the potential big fights like going unifications and going to America, things like that. So I've just got to do the business, and they'll be there in the numbers to support me.
Well, the last time out, you mentioned, you alluded to the fact that your jaw played a big part in a slow start. Yeah. You've been sparring, you've seen it. You look like you're flying, kind of thing. Is that all out your head now in terms of? Once them smaller gloves get put on, once the head guards get taken off, are you going to be able to detach yourself from, look, my jaw is actually fine, and not have that worry, or is that something you're still sort of working on?
No, I've done it now. I've had the 4 or 5 rounds. Obviously, we've seen with the Conlon fight how big, Lopez is as Luis Alberto Lopez as a puncher. I took his best for 5 rounds. I more or less stood there like a punch bag, because I was too scared to let this hand go in case of getting caught. I did take some clean punches on it in the first 5 or 6 rounds until my old fella gave me a slap round the face and said, "You better get to work because it's slipping." So them demons have kind of been put to bed, and I can, like I say, since that I've been sparring a lot, and I've taken some clean punches on it, and I can be rest now, knowing that he's perfectly fine with 69 ounce or 8-ounce gloves on. I will take up a shot, and it's not going to snap in two.
Why'd you beat Leigh Wood? Leigh Wood's shown that in previous fights, when the chips are down, he can pull it out the bag, or he can be dominating a fight, get completely flatlined, come back, run it back, and then beat him. Why do you beat Leigh Wood? People are questioning your last however many fights, saying, "Oh, he's a couple of losses here and there, and blah blah blah." He's getting this opportunity. Why do you come back and beat Leigh Wood?
Because I beat previous world champions. I've beat fellas who've been ranked #1 in the world before. Like I say, he's beat who he's put in front of him, but his resume is nothing like my resume. And people talk about recent form and who's in front of you, but Kanju, Michael Conlon, alright, Kanju had the regular world title belt, but since he's lost that, he's been nowhere, and his resume wasn't fantastic. I kind of sound bitter here, but I'm only speaking facts. Leigh, like I say, he's done what he's had to do, but all these fights that he's had, been tough fights at world level, and people may think that I'm done looking at the last fight, but look at Luis Alberto Lopez did to Michael Conlon. I'm far from fucking done. I say if I were to run that one back, I'd be very confident that Lopez wouldn't see the final bell. So like I say, people might think that Josh Warrington's had one too many, maybe he should just run out of the sunset, but I feel like I'm in my prime, and I'll certainly show that on October 7th.
Does Leigh Wood see the final bell?
There's full respect, beforehand, but I'm very confident with me, 3 KOs in my fucking 30 odd fights, that I get another KO come October 7th.
We'll look forward to seeing you back out. It's always a huge event. Is this fight for you in terms of, you'll get the belt if you win, but is it about proving people wrong? We speak to Max here. That's what gets him going. He's like, look, proving people wrong is like a buzz to me. When you see the comments and people writing you off, people sometimes unnecessarily really going in, do you just think, look, this is a perfect opportunity for me to show A, I'm not done, B, that I'm world champion, and 3, a big fuck you to everyone who's doubting me? Yeah,
exactly them things. I mean, I've been in this game a long time, Matt. I've been headlining shows for nearly 10 years now, so I'm kind of at a stage where I don't give a fuck what other people think about me. But it's those, I want to prove to those who are supporting me, and just to let them all know, like, listen guys, you're behind me, I'm still here, and they've supported me so through thick and thin, and so it's to prove to them. And also, I'll be honest with you, those who are part of my so-called promotional team, just to show that to them that you can't fucking just ship me off straight away now, because I am still here, So there's a lot of like little niggles, and you see fucking people are very, very fickle. That kind of sits at me, and I've always thrived with my back's been against the wall. A lot of people think, Leigh's on a great run. I mean, he has been on a great run, but like I say, there's still plenty left in an old fucking Ed Butter here. There's still plenty left in tank, and I'll just need to show that I can talk as much as I want to yourself, Matt, to other media outlets, but it's all about these doing talking, and these will definitely be doing talking in October.
Well, Josh, look, I appreciate your time. Always talking to Boxing Social and giving us some of it. We look forward to seeing that fight. It's going to be absolutely mega. Great atmosphere is what we want. A domestic bust-up, belt on the line. Let's go. Yeah, it's been sorry mate, I'll just finish off. It has been a quiet year for boxing this year in terms of domestic, I do think, but this is one of them fights where people are going to come out. Atmosphere is going to be fantastic, and whilst the fight is going on, it's going to be an electric fight. So for those who come in, make the noise and enjoy it. Look, appreciate your time and roll on October. Thank you. Cheers, mate.